Hi, everybody. Hello, patrons and others who are watching. I just wanted to do a little update video to let everyone know what's going on with me. It's been a while since I did another one of these, and so I think it's time to do it. I've been a little bit more sort of AFK for the last few months as I've been dealing with some stuff in my personal life. So thank you very much for hanging around, those of you who have. Things are going to start picking up again. They kind of already have started picking up again in the last few weeks. So I thought it was a good time to let you know what's on the docket, what I'm working on, and that sort of thing. So there are basically three major projects I'm working on. One of them is Spellstorm, the card game that I've been working on for a full 2 years now. So much work has gone into this. Beautiful art by Christina Zong. Here's the manual. And I'm really happy. This is not the finished version of the manual, by the way, but I'm really happy with how it's coming together already. This is going to be the version for the, that we send out to like playtesters and stuff, to reviewers basically. And so I'm very excited about that. I did some playtesting. I'm making another version that's going to get sent then to the reviewers, and that's going to be good. And then after that, we're going to do the what's it called? The Kickstarter is going to start. So that should be in 2 to 3 months, I'm thinking, for the Kickstarter. Hopefully by the end of the year we can get it going. We'll see. It had been planned originally for like this last March, so it's definitely very delayed, Spellstorm. But it did go through a major redesign process late last year, which was great. I'm so happy we did it. The game started as like spiritually like Dragon Bridge 2, and over a long course of events it just became its own thing. So now it's like really its own thing. It's very cool. I've never played a game like it, and it's really fun. So yeah, that's Spellstorm. That's the first thing. You can look forward to that Kickstarter later this year. And yeah, that's happening. By the way, I got my Robot Boy shirt on. Pretty good, right? You can get one of those on my Redbubble store. Okay, so what are the other two projects? The biggest one, and maybe one of the biggest projects like of my life, is going to be this RPG that I want to make. And I've been talking about on and off wanting to make an RPG for years, and now it's finally happening. It's already like in pre-production. We've already got a bunch of assets. Some character design work is happening. Whizbane is contributing a bunch of art. Blake Reynolds is contributing some art very recently. And there's the story. I have the beats of the story all written. And I'm very, very excited about it. Very passionate about it. I think it's going to be great. This is like, I feel like this is I've probably said this before, but I feel like this is like really the game that I've been wanting to make since, I began loving games as a kid. Um, I've been more concerned with like narrative and setting and story and characters and those kinds of things. Of course, the gameplay is going to be super awesome. It's inspired by Final Fantasy 13's combat system, but pushed. And yeah, so that game, the working title of that RPG is called is right now is Free Tia Bannet. Tia Bannet is a city that is needs to be freed, and so that's sort of the goal of the game, is to free this city. Or that's like the stated goal. It gets more complex, obviously. Yeah, so that's one big project that I have in the works. When will that be playable? A year from now, maybe I'll have some kind of demo. That'd be really nice. I'd love to shop that around to publishers and see if we could get a budget for it. That'd be amazing. I'm gonna make it whether I can get a budget or not, but I'd love to be able to get a budget for that and make it into a real production. Um, and the second, so that's that's the first digital thing that I'm working on. The second digital thing that I'm working on is a one-player auto battler. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone Battlegrounds recently, and I'm very inspired to make this auto battler. I've been wanting to do it for again a couple of years, but I think I finally am like, no, this has got to happen now. So I'm starting work on that. I've already started the code base on that. I have some really cool ideas, but as it is a one-player game, it will have to have a lot of different changes from Hearthstone Battlegrounds. But yeah, I'm very pumped about that. But now, before I do either of those, I'm taking a quick detour Sort of inspired by the recent changes that Unity has been announcing. But to be honest, it's not that. It's for me, it's more because I mean that has to do with like money and stuff. Like you make money and then they take the money that you make. Like I don't know what any of that is. I don't. That's not part of my. That doesn't really happen to me very much. So for me, it's more about Unity is slow and cumbersome and like weird. And I just, and, I'm learning Godot right now, and everything about it is just like, oh yeah, this is how it should be, I'm having constant moments of like, why wasn't Unity like this? So I've been learning Godot. I've been taking a little bit of a detour, and it's going really well. It's happening really fast, which is very reassuring because learning Unity for me was not easy. Back in 2014, 2015 is really when I started doing that. So yeah, I'm going to learn Godot, and then I'm going to restart these projects because I had already started them in Unity. Hopefully I can like sort of port some stuff over and reuse some stuff. And restart them in Godot, and which is kind of annoying, but I think it'll be easier in the long run. And yeah, so there's those two projects in Spellstorm, and that's basically what I'm working on for the next year or so. Also, I have my day job. I'm still working at Limbic. I have a contract with them until the end of the year. We'll see if it gets renewed again. But that's going well. I can't really say much about that, but it's a very cool project that I think in 2 to 3 years there's going to be a strategy game that Limbic puts out that's going to have my fingerprints on it. So keep an eye out for that. And then the last thing I will say is that I've been wanting to stream a little bit more. My sister, who is Bunny Hooligan on Twitch, Bunny with an I, Bunni Hooligan, has started streaming. Has inspired me to do more streaming myself. So I do hope to do that. And I hope to see you over on my Twitch channel, Keith Burgun. Yeah, well, that's about it for me. Thank you for hanging around and watching and being interested in what I'm doing. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Send me some questions about my RPG. I love to talk about my RPG. I'm very inspired to talk about it. We do have, the Discord. As always, you should come by the Discord and hang out. And let's talk about some stuff. All right. Well, thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.